That's totally fine too.
Let's just play offline tonight.
I'd rather not, but at this point, we've spent the last 40 minutes dealing with crap.
I'm not gonna pause. Deal with it. We're just gonna keep going. So.
Are we on? We're live again?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Oh.
All right. So
Hey.
we are
Us again.
trying to get back on live again. If you're hearing, we are live. If you are not,
And
we
then a
are.
werewolf popped out. Not
Yeah.
What?
Terribly something going on. We might end up playing offline. We'll figure this out. But,
The whole squad.
yeah. With that,
Where's
you're in the small town. What you notice here is the beaches as you come in are all really.
Cody has.
These beaches they're all like pebbly, rock beaches, like pebbly rock beaches.
Mm.
There's snow on the ground, a couple inches thick snow on the ground, and then like kind of muddy, like, and it's all dirt road, like just walking traffic sort of deal. So yeah. With that, what are you doing?
Well.
What did we leave off doing last time?
You had talked to the tavern keeper about where to find Nankou.
So
Okay.
we have Nankou to follow up on the Queen's quest.
And then we have the quest for the bears.
Polar bears. Which was not somebody to talk to, right? It was just to go find just
Go
reports.
find bears.
Well, there was like a part of the town, I think it was like the northwestern part of the town, had a problem with bears.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Nice. Bears. I like it.
I've heard a rumor. I suppose
So-
we should find a place to stay, gentlemen.
We
Or have we already?
we're staying at this place.
You'd agreed to perform here in exchange for only paying for one room.
yes.
Performance.
We're
Well,
transferring
it's all
that for
coming
one.
back now.
Oh, right.
So,
So polar bears. Or
yeah, Karzjo wants to take out a bounty, or to work on a bounty, because it's been so long since he was able to take a bounty, and that's his job. So Karzjo's been feeling like a failure lately, not doing his job.
Not gonna say you should, but
It's been a good while. Plenty of bounties afoot. Too few bounty hunters.
I have a really
Don't
dumb
shame.
question to ask.
Mm-hmm.
How do I upgrade my level of perception? Like, how would I become a master of perception?
Wisdom.
It automatically happens,
It happens based
depending
on
on
your
your.
class.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's actually right.
But there is.
No, it's wisdom.
I think there is a fee. It's wisdom.
Yeah, if you wanted to increase your perception, you'd increase your wisdom.
Yes, that would
Like
increase
a
it partially.
trained expert
Partially.
master.
Oh,
But doing
So
that
Yeah,
isn't
that
required.
just
how to get
happens
master
as you level up.
That, that happens automatically.
Yeah.
So for me, it was.
I think it's like
So like for me at
Level
level
9.
7, I got
Yeah,
Vigilant
7,
Sense, and it made me a master.
Yeah, only some classes get. I don't know who it is that gets.
Vigilant.
Classes that it pertains to. I'm
Wizards.
sure it happens for a
Sorcerers.
ranger class.
Yeah.
So it's actually charisma based, which are kind of interesting. Anyway,
I don't know. You'll have to look it up and figure out who does and who doesn't get it. But because some classes get it,
you will be able to see it.
it would show up in your
Is my
case.
yak not gonna get master wisdom?
Probably.
Let's go see this Nankou guy.
Well,
Master
I want to
yak
fight the
would be
bear.
Like for
King
example,
of the
I
lands.
become master in perception at level 11, so could be the same for you.
I would
Could
be
like
very happy to go and hunt some bear.
One
So
level.
so what's closer, Parker? The edge of the town where polar bears are, or the longhouse where Nankou is?
It's it's a small town, like maybe 50, 60 houses. Like,
Feet.
it's maybe. Not more than like half a mile across. Like it's a small town, maybe a mile across max. It's a really small little town. So it's up to you what you want to do. It's all there.
I say Elthoron. We should
You
Begin-
could
begin
split the party.
tracking for polar bears. Finding any hints, any tips.
Okay, we'll go with Karzjo. We'll go look for traces of polar bear.
I feel like that's something that Elthoron would want to do. Hunt.
Yes, maybe we'll find a couple before they catch up to us.
So my hope is that if we get enough pelts, that we can make matching uniforms, matching bearskin uniforms.
Like big cloaks.
Yeah.
I mean, you would want some bit of color, right? Maybe if we dyed the polar bear, right? We could do that, right?
I guess you can make it flashy if you want, but for a stealth master like myself, the less color, the better.
Yes. Sure,
Natural,
sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's go see these polar bears. Lead on, friends.
Okay, so we will head towards the part of town that they said. What was it? The northwestern part of town?
Yep. So just kind of heading out along the. Let me double check this real quick. It is the Valdehun River. Is the river that you're on? Valdehun is Vylldehun. Valdehun River, and Valdehun is the river that comes up this way and runs across the top here. This river up here is called the White Gold River. And so
Okay.
it's Valdehun up and then this direction, and then White Gold runs that way. Just so you know. So as you move along, you're kind of like walking along the river, just looking. Someone make me a perception check or tracking check or
I'll do
bear
it.
check. Good lord.
Polar
Well,
bear check. Roll for polar bear.
yeah, let's just, well,
Whoops.
yeah, just perception.
Sorry
I
about
rolled a
that.
natural 5, so this will come out to 25.
Yeah, I'll probably bash off. So natural 5.
No, it should be
25.
It's a small drop.
I mean, nothing's really standing out.
Here, I'm hunting. I'm on the
Someone
prowl.
else check too.
Okay, I rolled a that's a little bit better. I rolled a 17 plus 19,
Nice.
36.
so 36.
Okay. So as you're out here looking around, you're able to start recognizing patterns of like places where it looks like, you know, like alley bear activity. Cody would know what that is. Where it's like trash cans are tipped over, or well, you know, not trash cans, but like baskets are strewn about, or you know, things have been, you know, torn open and goods are strewn around. And in these areas looking around, you come across some bear tracks. Some large bear tracks.
Okay, so so Jason, Elthoron.
Let me, so I'm gonna set prey. We're tracking. Set prey on this bear. We're hunting prey. And then I'm also gonna do a survey wildlife check, which is a survival check against a flat DC. So Parker, what's
What does survey wildlife do?
So I do a survival check against a DC,
Mm-hmm.
and on a success, I can attempt to recall knowledge with a -2 penalty to learn more about the creatures.
Okay.
Okay.
Probably the level of the creature.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll me
Based
a...
on like nest, marks on vegetation and stuff.
Yep, go for it and roll me a check on that.
So the survival check is going to come out to 29.
29? Yeah, and with that, you're able to figure out that these are definitely polar bear tracks. And this seems to be, the tracks you're following around, seems to be from one polar bear.
Okay.
So
What else do you get from that check? Is there any other like things you find out?
So
Or
I
you
can
would
do a
just-
recall knowledge check with a -2 penalty. So recall knowledge is just... Is that just a straight roll?
So so you succeeded at that check, is that right, Jason?
Yes, you got that one.
So you succeeded at being able to survey stuff, and then you take a -2 penalty, but you immediately recall knowledge, some more about the creature or
yeah.
what's going on, or I guess we want to learn, Jason.
Yeah. So what are you wanting to learn about
True.
the polar bear?
Let's do this based on a. Let's do this based on survival and see. Try and look for like what the bear's been. Survival of the bear, so kind of like where it's going for food, where it's going for water, where it's going to sleep. Not too bad of a roll. It comes out to a 33.
33. All right. With that, you would get that.
Oh, sorry, 31 with
31?
-2.
That still works. Polar bear's levels not that
Close.
super high. You would get with that your polar bear is probably. I mean, from what you're getting from that, the polar bear is getting. It lives someplace north of the village, and it's coming into the village for easy food, but it also can get food from the river. And you would know from your time you spent up here, there's also herds of caribou that move through this area. So you would assume that the problem is these herds are mobile. The bear has decided not to follow the mobile herds of caribou, and so when the herds aren't in the area, it can survive off fish or by stealing from the village, and currently it is stealing from the village.
So, can I do a survival check to see how fresh the tracks are?
Yes, go ahead and make me a survival check.
That was the worst roll of the night. 19.
I mean, you're out of your element tracking in the snow, so
Rolled
it's
a 2.
tracks. I mean, there's tracks there. They look pretty solid.
Dang it.
You don't know if they're like brand new or super fresh or how long they've been there, but they're there.
I'm going to ask Baryakamule to. I'll say, hey, I'm having trouble reading these tracks. Can you come and take a look and tell me your thoughts?
All right.
They see me rolling.
What am I rolling for, Parker?
Roll me a nature check and see if you can figure out
check.
what is going on with these tracks.
Nature check.
Nature check.
My big modifiers in there. Ooh, I like this new nature check. All right. Ooh, that's not a good roll though. That brings us up to 25.
It's better than mine.
Uh-oh.
They look relatively fresh.
Okay. Then Karzjo is going to pull the adlet pelt up around him and is going to start sneaking off into the side bush to try and follow the trail stealthily.
Before we go any further, can I ask? I saw something in our last video feed when I watched it. That did we decide you get a hero point every time we start a session?
Yes.
Yes.
So
Just
we
so
got one
that-
last week too. Did we get 2 last week then? 1 for starting
But
and
your
1
hero point you get, so you would get a hero point for the fight with Whaley Jack. Yes. The hero point you get at the
Which
beginning of the
you
day.
didn't participate in.
Yeah. If you don't
No hero points. Sorry.
Yeah, if you don't use the hero point you get at the beginning of the day, it doesn't carry over. You just get 1 at the start of the session that's just free to use. But it's not like you could hoard them and get like 50 hero points if you didn't spend.
Went on hero points.
I'm not a hoarder.
You are a hoarder.
20
Yeah.
now.
No, you are not. You just use them. I
Yeah,
I
right.
don't.
A hoarder.
Yeah.
I'm a hoarder. I
Yeah.
barely use my hero points.
Fine. Fine. We'll do it your way. You're lucky we're such great sports, Parker.
Oh, you're welcome.
So do you guys want to track
Sponsored by.
the polar bear now and go find it?
Yes, we do. So I'm gonna be tracking along in the brush,
It is.
but I'm not gonna be the primary checking the trail just because I want to stay stealth.
Sure. Okay. I'll track it, and I have terrain stalker, so I can get pretty close to it without it detecting us.
Terrains.
Yeah, I have snow selected, so that's bonus. So we're gonna do just another survival check to track the prey. Is that the plan, Parker?
Yes. Go ahead and roll me another survival check to track the prey.
I have no idea what is
not
going
too
on.
bad.
I am standing in the middle of the clearing, probably walking on some tracks, but it is okay.
32.
Parker, I should probably roll a stealth check too, since I'm sneaking.
32?
Yep. But then
It's
go ahead, Karzjo.
It'll be a 38 stealth.
38 stealth
nice.
is probably gonna beat his perception.
I have a plus. I have a plus 22 to my stealth right now.
Yeah, that's really,
Is it
really
good?
good. Hold on, let me see.
I'm just not in the mood for
Even with a
ramen
2,
tonight.
I'm doing well. But no, I rolled a
Actually, I'm
16.
a little cooked up. Thanks so much, babe. It looks delicious. Yeah, just real briefly, if you're gonna pants here. Did you let it rest?
What was your
For as long
total?
as you cooked it?
What was your stealth?
38.
38. Alright.
It was a really
Okay.
good roll.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah.
Right.
On a natty 20, I'd have a 42 stealth.
Okay.
That's ridiculous.
So, with that, you start following these tracks as they kind of meander out of town and then back into town. And then coming up, Elthoron, you start getting to a spot where you recognize that these tracks are fresher, much fresher than what you've seen.
Okay,
What
so I'm
are
gonna-
you
Straddling.
all doing? As you're
I-
following these tracks along the edge of town, you start realizing these look really fresh.
I'm assuming we're like
Ooh.
100 feet away. It's like,
So I'm moving really slow, so like just like 5 feet at a time to keep sneak on, and I'm got my bow out with the arrow in it.
Can anyone who wants to be sneaking up?
And-
We already have a stealth check from Karzjo. Can everyone else make me a stealth check?
I'm assuming I'm like way far away.
Yeah.
I mean,
If you
close.
want to be sneaking up with one of the group, roll me a stealth check. If you
I
want to
would
be hanging back.
actually want to roll an intimidation check to scare the polar bear.
No.
Gain his attention.
No.
So that's why I snuck off into the brush on the side. So that when Baryakamule does his thing, I'll be hidden in the brush.
Challenging the bear to come fight me.
32.
I may
32?
let the bear fight Baryakamule by himself for a little bit.
First roll of the night. This is a good one.
32 to mock the bear.
But have we seen a bear?
No, he's trying to
No,
intimidate.
we
Just
haven't.
you're just random mocking the forest?
He's just shouting in the woods.
Letting out
That's
an
allowed.
intimidating roar.
It's beautiful, I admit that. The creature in his natural habitat. The beautiful sound.
He's just running around screaming in the woods.
Alright, let me see what he's got to save against then.
Issue
How
of
scared is the
challenge.
bear, Parker?
Let's gotta figure out real quick what his save is against that.
I would
Intimidation.
laugh so hard if the bear
Well.
wasn't anywhere close.
It's a
Like
hit.
if they were
Well.
fresh tracks, but
It's
it
a
was
will-
Baryakamule
Baryakamule
found
yeah.
some warm yellow snow. He knows the bear is close and he's scared.
Did you taste it?
Of course I did. I offered some to Gixrat too.
Oh, I got the super taster thing. I could tell how.
I elected not to take any.
Would you like to taste it too?
That should not be a thing, Jason.
No.
I travel amongst
It's
barbarians.
for poison and stuff.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
Yes, sir.
Maybe polar bear urine is
Yes, sir.
poisonous.
Yeah.
Could be.
He's intimidated?
Alright, you don't know. You think he would be.
Yes, he failed.
I mean, I think anybody would be intimidated by that if you would ask me.
Very true.
Okay.
Very true. Well, the rate of natural ones is disconcerting on this play.
Alright.
That is like 3 natural ones in a row.
So, as you make this loud, yak roar, you suddenly hear the polar bear like kind of like a bit of a startled roar around the corner of this building on the very outskirt of town. Like just around the corner from where you are. Okay.
Wow.
I'm gonna get the map.
Wow.
Can everyone roll initiative?
Can I use stealth
I didn't even hear the bear. I'm so.
to roll?
Yeah,
Since I am
I'm gonna
architect.
use my stealth to roll
You
initiative.
can use stealth for initiative if you want.
29 for
I
initiative
shall
for
be
me.
doing so.
I'm going first.
Oh.
So I
Where's
rolled
the best spot for the
41
camera?
for my initiative.
So
We could see the whole thing. So.
yeah.
And actually moving it this way, so.
Heck to the east.
I'm out in front, of course. I
So
rolled a natural 1.
You are all on this end up here,
Okay.
coming around the buildings this direction.
Wait, there's
Actually,
buildings?
Northwest, you wouldn't be coming from. It'd be more like
I thought we were in
west.
the
buildings would be
forest.
It's like the edge of town.
This is on the edge of town.
Where's,
So
where's the forest?
There isn't a forest here. It's a like snowy
All right.
wasteland.
Well, where's Karzjo? I guess.
Karzjo would be hidden off in like some like
Elthoron's
scrub
trap.
brush up on this end of the map. Like everyone else is gonna be up here in this area. The bear's gonna be over.
I rolled a so Parker,
Yes.
I got a really good initiative. I rolled a 41.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Nice.
Gosh dang.
I
Thanks,
am
son.
I am
Can I be
ready
with
to
him since I
go.
also chose to sneak up?
You could be if you wanted to be.
Okay, I will be.
All right. So
We're saying Karzjo is
Like
in bush.
here?
up top. There, he's like straight up because you haven't come around the corner of the building yet.
Oh,
Straight
you
up
mean
there.
like
So,
right here?
Here.
so Karzjo with a 41. What else did anyone get for?
Karzjo is.
What else do we have for initiatives?
No, I'm with Karzjo.
Karzjo went off a separate.
No,
I got
I
it.
snuck off.
He also
I snuck
rolled a
off early.
Stealth.
So
to try to
I'll-
stealth
29,
as well.
Parker.
29.
Yes, sir.
What is your dexterity?
2.
2. Okay.
Gixrat, I snuck off when you guys were still tracking.
What?
And
Gotcha.
I was just following you
Elthoron
guys.
Gotcha.
and Gixrat. Are you? I'm assuming you're going last for Panache. Elthoron and Gixrat. What are your
31.
31? Elthoron, what did you roll?
I rolled a natural 1 for 23.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ouch.
Got the critical fail day.
I'm like leading the pack and just
What's our critical fail?
blindsided around
You're-
the corner of this.
You're
You
looking
don't
at the
critically
tracks.
fail
not
on
the-
perception. You just
Yes.
Head
you
down.
do.
I'm just kidding.
He gave himself a migraine.
He was
I
so
mean-
focused he gave himself a migraine.
Yeah, he's looking too hard.
I mean, I guess. Yeah. It basically.
Well, this is
I
like
mean, like you're going
for
last,
initiative,
but-
right?
yeah.
So that means I natural 1 on initiative. Do I go like last?
Normally
or
you would
what?
go last, except for we have. Oh yeah, you can throw a rock up wherever you want to. Normally you would go last, but we have
Well.
you know, some barrels next to the buildings too.
Oh yeah, we got those too.
We have all sorts of stuff. But
Whoa.
you have sorry, Phillip's going last to get his.
Okay, sure,
Yeah.
sure. Okay.
So
all
you're
good.
you're like critical fail going last. I'm like I didn't even. Yeah.
You were like 50 feet.
I don't
behind
want
us.
to be here, so I'm not gonna go.
Yep. All right.
So I'm gonna say
Where are
So-
you going off my camera?
for position of people, we need a character for.
I was gonna use the Adlet. Where's that?
Here, there we go.
Yeah, use the Adlet for Baryakamule.
So
You started painting him yet, Camille?
No, I've got a chance to. Is my camera sideways on your screen too?
No.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
What on earth happened?
So we're saying Gixrat here. Karzjo, we're giving you rock cover here. We'll say Elthoron here. He walked right by the open doorway and still didn't see the bear. Right there. Baryakamule, would you want to be like up close to stuff? I'm saying I'm 60 feet off the map or something like
Yeah.
that. Were you up close to... Oh, you were running around shouting.
I was.
Right by the edge of the building.
Yeah. Fair enough.
You're still sideways for some reason.
I cannot fix it.
Well, we could just decide, right?
Yeah. You can put these out if you have to. That is so weird. Is your like your rotation lock on?
Must be.
That's weird. All right.
No.
Are you on a
Karzjo,
lap-
you up first.
Okay, let's see.
Are you on a laptop, Cody?
He's on a tablet, I think.
So the bear is 35 feet away from the edge of the map.
Yeah, I see where he is.
He's taking up a 10 square.
Yep.
There we go.
Cool. Amazing. Well done.
Let's go ahead and. So I'll just use 2 movements to sneak up right behind him, directly behind him.
Nice.
Like here?
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty open terrain out here. Like it's like open snowy fields. Like, it's not gonna.
It's just fine. So I get surprise attack, which you spring into combat faster than foes can react. On the first round of combat, if you roll deception or stealth for your initiative, creatures that haven't acted are flat-footed to you.
Yeah,
So,
so he
it's
would
just fine.
he would be flat-footed to you, but you couldn't like sneak up behind him and then be invisible to him for the next turn. Like he'll know where you are.
that's
for
not
a
what I
second.
wanted.
His
I was gonna use
river, though.
2 turns to sneak up behind, and
Yep.
then I was gonna take an attack on him.
Yes, go for it. It would be a attack.
And
Nice.
So, using the flaying knife, because we gotta cut up some bear.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Walk
gonna
a little
just
bit further. I'm gonna
right
Don't
now.
cut up-
into the opening to
Right now, at
challenge
this
him.
point, I'm just starting to skin it because I want the pelt.
Can I saunter out a little bit further? I'm challenging this bear to fight me.
I mean, on your turn, yeah, you can.
That'll be a 30 to hit.
30 hits.
Cool.
Do we...
Are there more?
I guess we
Are
never
there more
know.
acid wolves in the bushes?
I'll never
Who
know.
knows?
I'll never know. And I'm okay with that. So we find us.
There's like 10 of them.
It's whatever. Just be like that. Oh, perfect.
So, wait a sec.
Who's up next?
Up next
Wow.
is Gixrat.
Yeah.
That's right.
How much damage did you do?
I
he
did
has not.
22
22?
damage on that strike, plus 1d4 and or 1d8 and 1d6 of bleed damage.
Nice.
That's nice.
And then I'll use my the skirmishing strike to take a step back.
Okay.
Oh,
Just
wait.
range.
I yell out. Don't step back. Stay within range. Stay within fighting range. It's strategic.
I'll just like glare and
Have to
be
roll
like,
to
I'll trust
communicate,
you
or-
this one time.
Do you have a communication reaction?
Stay at him.
No, you don't.
No, keep it going, Chad.
I'll glare
right.
and be like, okay, I'll trust you this one time, monkey.
Gixrat.
When
you're
did
up.
that start?
Step number 1.
Fireball.
Gixrat is killed. Gixrat is
If
killed.
Gixrat messes me up, Gixrat is losing all of his money.
Right.
What was you saying? Karzjo is killed. Alright, so I'm going to roll for Inspire Courage to try and see if it lasts for 3 rounds, but I don't think it will. It's because it's a DC. Now it's a hard DC. What's a level 10 DC?
27.
Yikes. So it has to be 27 plus my... Let's see... Performance. 20, so 25. Just barely missed. Alright, so it's going to last for 1 round, but I'm going to pick up, or use this feat that I just picked up for level 10 called Courageous Assault, which gives allies within range of receiving the Inspire Courage an opportunity to react as a melee strike, so you get another strike.
Oh.
Wow.
So make another strike, Karzjo.
So you can make a melee strike as a reaction.
I say, get at him, boy! You can do it!
I'm just gonna keep attacking.
What are the
Cool.
benefits
So he gets
of
one-
Inspired Courage?
Just one more strike, basically.
Yeah, so you just get it. So what?
What's the benefits of Inspired Courage?
Plus 1 status bonus to attack rolls, damage rolls, and saves against fear effects. So you get a
that'll be
plus 1 for
25 to
everything
hit.
for this round.
25 does not
He
hit.
is still flat-footed.
Dang it!
25 does not hit.
Would you
Really?
Sad.
Yeah.
Even
I
when
think
he's
he's flat-footed until his
Karzjo,
turn.
you
Yeah.
failed me!
It's the end of turn, yeah, until end of complete.
Because he
end
has
of my
multiple
turn.
attack penalty.
Yeah. Oh, not multiple attacks.
Yeah, but it's
Is it?
Gixrat turn now.
It's Gixrat's turn. And I was gonna say he's
Okay.
flat-footed to you until his turn,
So sad.
but
Okay.
it still does not hit him.
Still doesn't.
Oh my gosh.
Tragic. Just absolutely tragic. Okay. Well, in the meantime...
Was that 26? Was a miss?
Yes.
25.
25 was a
what
miss.
I got an 95.
I am going to cast
This is
Inspire
gonna be a hard
in Defense. Give you guys a defense bonus. That roll is 34 against DC 29, or was it 30 for level 10?
27.
27.
Yep.
Oh, I thought it was 29.
Nope,
Okay.
27.
Yeah, so 34 beats 27, so you guys get defense for 3 rounds and
Range.
courage for this next round. Huh?
What's the range?
Within all of you guys, 10, 20,
Okay.
30,
I do not get it.
10, 10, 20. It's
I'm
a
like-
60 foot.
I'm like 60 feet away.
Look at it.
Okay. So what are we all
20,
getting?
30, 40. 3 rounds of defense, which is plus 1 to AC and saving throws, as well as resistance 5 to all damage.
Woo woo.
Great.
Nice.
And the attack one. Did we get that?
The attack gives you plus 1 to attack and damage. And saves against fear for 1 round, but defense is occurring for 3.
Nice.
And Baryakamule, you're on deck when Gixrat's done.
My last spell is going to be shield.
Shield? Okay.
Yes. I cast shield.
Baryakamule, you are up.
All right. So who's who on this map?
Map, you are up here.
Okay. Where is Karzjo's behind the bear?
Yep.
Baron Karzjo.
Where's Gixrat at?
Gixrat is behind the building.
I'm
here.
vibing.
Okay. So throwing him at the bear is not.
Nope, nope, nope.
I mean, you could
Very
run
bad.
around the backside
No,
of the
sir.
building, grab him as you run
No,
by,
there
come
you
around the corner and just huck him.
And just hug him.
But there's
No,
also a
that's-
barrel you can.
That's okay, thank you.
This is a
Rocks.
rock.
Okay.
That's Jason.
Ooh.
Nice. Beautiful.
How heavy of a, or, yeah, how heavy a person can you throw?
Oh, I can throw any of you up to 30 feet, unfortunately.
There you go. I'm like,
And I vaguely remember somebody sticking me in my yak buttocks with an arrow.
No.
yeah, you're a little sore about that.
You're like 45 feet away, Cody, from the bear. And then more like
Oh, so
40.
you can run and hit it?
40 to melee, I believe.
I think you have
Two
to run
actions.
twice and then hit. Or you have to run.
Yeah, you would take 2 actions to move.
If you wanted to rage, you have to rage, run twice, and then.
Actually, can I take
Maybe
the
35.
powerful charge, which is run, up to twice my distance and end with a horn attack?
Yeah, so you could rage and then powerful charge.
Is that a 2-move action or?
Yeah.
It's a 2-move action, but it ends with an
Wow.
attack.
He gets to move double his movement.
That's
And
insane.
if he gets there, he gets an attack.
That is insane. But let's do this. I will not rage yet, so I'll have a higher AC against the bear. I'll just run, charge him, and then hit him with my axe.
Okay.
That's it's not a multiple attack penalty, right? 'Cause it's a
I
different
think that's
weapon.
within range. Cause that's
So you're gonna do this.
Any attack, it's still multiple attack penalty.
Is he a large
Even if it's a
creature?
different weapon?
Yeah.
For who?
The polar bear.
It is, yeah.
It's just so that on your turn you can't be overloading attacks, basically. So
He
So you
runs
would
and
still get
charges.
multiple attack penalties.
What was that perk?
You would still get multiple attack, but I think your horn finesse,
Yeah, so it's -4.
so it'd be -4 on your multiple attack penalty.
But not
my
for this
axe would be
strike.
my next attack.
Yeah, which would be -5.
Wait, didn't he has instructed?
So I don't get a
though.
-4 to the horns because that's my first attack. I get
Yeah,
-5
that's
to my
that's
axe.
correct. That's correct.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense now. Yeah. Let's go
misses.
ahead and run up and hit him with those horns.
Mustard.
Okay.
Call the fake out. You know, like when you're trying to shoot a free throw. Mustard.
You know, mustard.
Yeah. That's what you used to do.
Was she the Beavers one yesterday?
Oh yeah.
I know.
Wait.
yeah,
do
news
you
everyone.
want
Oregon
the-
State's advancing Sweet
Big
16.
news.
The
First time in
11
4
or was it
years.
back then?
Pac-12.
Parker, that
12.
ends in an automatic hit, right?
So they
'Cause it's a
went.
powerful charge.
Wait.
I think you have to roll an attack roll.
March
Pac-12?
Madness.
Does I have to roll an attack?
Oh.
They've made it halfway
Yeah.
to the bracket during the Sweet 16.
Yeah, Ducks made it today.
16
UCLA
teams
made it
left
today.
in the country.
We're waiting to see if Colorado and USC make it, and all 5 Pac-12 teams have beaten.
Whoa.
Sweet.
Oh, wow.
Let's go Beavers.
Yeah. That's good
I-
Beavers. Scientists can be good at athletic stuff, sports.
I'm just gonna run up Parker and hit him with my axe. I'm just gonna take 2 turns to run up and hit him with my axe.
Okay, go for it.
Because I don't have my horn piece figured out. Well, I guess it's plus 20. So I guess I could have kept that.
Yeah, plus 20.
Does 26 hit?
26 does not hit.
That's okay. Now I'm
Oh wait, so 26, does that include your... Did that include the +1 you got from Gixrat?
Oh, no, it doesn't. So it's 27.
27 hits.
There it is.
Because he is flanked and frightened.
And you get a +1.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's scared.
That +1's what gave him the
Alright.
27. He would have missed
Oh.
Plus
otherwise.
1 to the damage roll. So he takes 4 piercing damage. Blah! Right
Wait,
in
he's
his
frightened?
side.
How do you get frightened?
Because Baryakamule tried intimidating him right
Oh.
when he first started.
Intimidation.
So he takes 4
Snap.
damage.
Do we know that?
4 damage. Blah! Just like that.
He knows it
Stab him. And I'm gonna smack. I'm gonna pull my bloody horn out of him and smack him with my axe. Oh, that's not a good roll. This might work though. That's -5 plus 21. So that's 32 minus. So that brings me down to 32 minus 5. 27 again.
27 again.
Oh my
Yes!
land.
Woo!
I'm gonna use my
Smash
attack
boy.
opportunity after this too.
Oh,
All right.
Yep.
Do I get to hit him one more time because of like I'm inspired by courage by Gixrat's thing? Is that how that works?
no.
No. But he
Oh,
does
this
give
is
you
fine.
a +1 to your damage.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Did you already
Damage
add
for
that
that.
+1 to
Oh, that's a
damage?
terrible roll. So,
So-
that is.
Yeah. He actually takes 5 damage. So were those horns just a 1d4?
No, that was with. I gave him the damage on the last one. It was 4. So that is strength modifier. So that is 5 plus 5 plus 7
Was it really
plus.
1d4
Ooh, that's terrible. Those are terrible rolls.
for the horns?
So 5 plus 5 plus
Take
7,
a
so
feat to
18
make him
damage.
1d6. 18? And there's a feat he could
18
take that would make them like d10s or something.
Okay.
The big horn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Karzjo, are you doing your attack of opportunity?
Yep. Yep.
Go for it.
Dang. Carzjo getting
That's a little
5
better.
hits.
That's 33 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. And so did you say that he is still flat-footed to me?
He is
until his turn.
flat-footed, yes. But do you get sneak attack more than once, or just that?
It's as long as they're flat-footed, I get the
Yep. Go for it then.
That's not sneak attack.
Oh, it's just additional precision damage.
Yeah, that's saying that that they are flat-footed to me if they haven't acted yet.
Yep. Go for it.
All right. Then let's see. That'll be 20 damage.
All right. It is now the bear's turn.
Oh boy.
boy.
Oh geez, Rick.
Parker's the bear. Higher than level 10.
No.
Well, he would have
Perfect.
to roll to figure that out.
You have to roll the nut anyway,
Well,
but it is
no,
not
the
higher
reason I
than
asked that
10.
is because if he's not, then I have a feat that works against him when he attacks me. So I don't think I have to roll to know that, right?
I mean, it'd be good if I know what the feat is. I can make decisions on what he does or doesn't get based on
I
that.
have deny advantage.
So they can't.
Yeah,
you can't
so
be
do I,
flat-footed.
He's not gonna gain any advantage on us, really.
Yeah, but just one
Well,
bear.
just
There's
in
no
case
way
he
to
had
get.
polar bear buddies, just in case Parker's getting crazy.
Oh yeah,
You can have like a
I have because I have deny advantage as well.
A polar bear transforms
Yeah.
into
Power Ranger polar bear.
Yeah. All right. So the polar bear is going to start with Karzjo. You've been hitting him the most. He's going to spin around and give an attack against you first.
Okay.
That is a natural 20.
Whoo!
Okay.
Nom 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 nom.
Rawr. You do get +5 to this,
And plus 1 AC.
That's one to AC.
but I mean that's a critical hit.
That doesn't matter. He got a crit.
Yeah.
Natural 20. Natural 20. You already know what that means.
It's not. It's a long dice. It's not
Is this-
rolling great.
Slashing.
Yes. Actually, no. This is piercing. This is Jaws.
Until healed, the target is clumsy 1 and enfeebled 2.
I mean, I don't think we're running it unless
No.
we're against a real. We're not gonna run that one.
Okay.
14.
That would be kind of nuts.
Run the cards when they're for us.
Okay. Alright. But that's kind of fun.
It is kind of fun.
So you are taking 52 piercing damage.
Oh my gosh.
52.
Just pretend you were enfeebled 2.
Can you describe the size of this bear
then-
for me, please?
It's
much-
a pretty
how much
big 52. Because you double everything, right? In Pathfinder, you double the entire attack roll.
No,
No, you
you
just
just
double,
double
the
the
All right.
the
No,
die.
it is not 52. You are subtracting 13 from that. That sounds like this. That. So you're
Yeah,
taking
is
39
Is
damage.
that already subtracting the 5?
Not subtracting 5. So it's 39 damage. Subtract 5, you take 34.
That's not bad.
It's not terrible.
34 damage. Still. It's not bad.
It's still a lot.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. The
We're chilling.
bear is then
Just a
going to
scratch.
go ahead and make a claw attack against you, Karzjo. And that hits. That is a 20 to hit.
That'll miss.
Okay. And then he is going to make a claw attack against Baryakamule. And that is a 23 to hit. That's not going to hit.
That ain't gonna hit, son.
Yeah. And so that is it for the bear.
Baryakamule just like flexes and the pod bounces off his chest.
We go to Elthoron and then Aden.
How far away am I from the bear? I want to get right next to him.
I swear, Elthoron, if you shoot me in the butt again, I'm gonna join the Bears team.
What's that? 25 puts you right at the edge of melee, right in the Elisa square.
So I'm going. I forgot. I have debilitating strike. So on that last attack, he is now enfeebled 1 because he's flat-footed to me.
Right. So what does Enfeebled 1 do to him?
I don't know. I just know he's enfeebled 1.
I think it reduces his strength by 1, which would give him a...
I think it's like a -1.
Because
strength equals.
Lower attack. Yeah.
I have 2 debilitations basically, and that's the one that.
Yeah,
I wanted
so
to choose, 'cause
reduce-
the other is a -10.
Reduce 1 damage.
Oh, so just 1 less
that's it.
damage.
Well, it also gives him -1 for any save that requires strength and -1 for any attack rolls as well. But a natural 20 that doesn't affect it.
Jason, 25 puts you there, which is within
Oh, he's got saving
diagonal melee.
He did not save against the bleed, Karzjo.
Nice.
So as you look after you take that, you look and he's still bleeding pretty bad and looks really hurt.
Nobody's done a perception check.
There was a perception check, but you're pretty hurt too, though. All right.
Jason?
I already had my bow out. Sorry, guys. I'd move up if I could, but let's see.
Don't miss.
Your life depends on this shot. Just want you to know that.
You mostly got clear line of shot, so you
Yeah,
should be mostly
I'd have
safe.
to roll pretty bad to maybe.
You want the chest.
Close
Like,
to you guys.
that's pretty close to the
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's lead off with what should I do first? Yeah, on this first one, I'm gonna do yeah, let's go ahead and do it. I'm gonna do a special
send.
hunter's aim.
full sense.
It's gonna give me +2 concentration. So it's just, and it's 2 actions. So kind of a nice slow, like while everybody else is fighting, I'm taking my time and lining up this one shot.
He's been taking the whole initiative to line up this shot.
Clearing your head. The whole, like, the brave shot where you're like,
I already had the arrow knocked.
At times slows down.
everything stands still.
And as things are standing still, you just get this looming sense of my presence, my angry eyes.
The slow motion, the yak being like,
Yeah, I like swinging with my axe. I like turn around, just glare at you from a distance while you're staring this down.
Okay, this is gonna be a
3 hit.
35.
35 hits.
Okay. Okay, and then our damage 2d6.
+1.
9 damage.
Yep.
+1.
+1. 10 damage. Okay. And then I've been concentrating so long on that shot, so then this next one I'm going to do a flourish and do 1 action but 2 quick shots. So I'm just going to release a flurry on him now.
Okay.
This is where things go wrong.
Yep. Okay. Oh, nice on the first roll. You guys are safe there. Let's see. So,
reassuring.
second attack is going to be
Yes, I didn't do my allies this time.
16. Oh, that would have been a critical if I didn't have a multiple attack penalty. It's going to be 36.
Hits.
And then the second is going to be a 21.
21 does not hit. And so, you concentrate on that first one. You take your breath. You hits through. And then you're like, alright, I got this. Quickly fire second. Hit it. Third shot. Misses the bear. Sticks into that building behind it. Baryakamule still giving you that look. What was the damage on the second
This
one?
one, 12.
12 damage? Nice. And with that...
So, I'm not giving him the look anymore. I kind of like gave him the look, like the glare as it came from my swing. Saw his first arrow, and I was kind of like, there it is. And then I saw him just like let 2 loose wildly. And I just like roll my eyes as they start to whiz by me, like, oh my gosh.
With his eyes closed, now he's like, I got this. Aden, it is your turn.
Closes his eyes.
It is Aden, and then Karzjo, you're on deck.
Well, it seems that we have found the polar bear.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of building is this? Is it actually flat on top, or is it thatched? Or...
I mean, it's gonna be a thatched roof. Or it could be, I mean, it could be like a wooden, like, you know, long style house. You could say it's a low level, like, wooden house, like, house.
So I'm like 60 feet back. My movement is 40 feet. It's gonna get like movement up, and 2 actions will put me like there.
Do you want to climb on top of the house?
I think I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll take my 3rd movement and attempt to scramble up the thatched roof.
Make an athletics or acrobatics check, your choice.
Attempting not to punch through the doors of this house, I shall roll acrobatics. 20.
20? Super low. As you get in,
Oh.
you're able to move, but you're like, your feet are like through like every other step as you're like trying to get through.
Excuse me,
Like,
pardon me. Oh,
punching all these holes in the roof as you're like staggering across.
Oh boy.
Knee deep in somebody's thatched roof.
Yeah,
Yes.
it doesn't look quite as.
I'm wading through the thatched roof.
There's people screaming on the inside.
Yeah, you're just like kind of like hanging on, trying not to slide off the edge there.
Pardon me, official business of the king. Sorry, come in. One moment. I shall be off in a moment. Don't worry. It's my turn.
Karzjo, you're up.
Okay. So I'm super mad that I'm super mad that this bear has been attacking me. So I am going to just slash out and try and so since my ability, I can either step and strike or strike and step. I'm gonna step so that I'm flanking him. So I'm gonna step to his right side, so that we're flanking, and I'll do a strike.
Okay. Gixrat, you're on.
Okay, that'll be a 29 to hit.
29 hits.
Okay.
Come on now, everyone say
21 damage.
21 damage.
And then I'll do it again.
Okay.
So with my multiple attack penalty, that'll be a 28 to hit.
28 just hits.
Okay. That'll be 25 damage.
Okay.
And then with that, I will take 1 step back and, well, I guess I can attack one more time, and I'll do a skirmish strike on that so that I can step away, because I don't want to get mauled the way that I did last time. Oh, that's not gonna work. I'll just use my step then, because that was a 16 to hit.
Yeah, that does not hit.
Yeah, so I'll just take a step away.
Would you roll like a 2?
A 4.
Oh, ouch. Alright, Karzjo, or Gixrat, you are up. Baryakamule, you are on deck.
Woo!
Alright. Gixrat takes 1 step to get within range.
Can you move me 1 step away?
Okay.
Like out of his range? Sorry.
You want to go back towards the rock? To the side?
Yeah.
Oh, and that'd be in range. Should be right
Just diagonal. Move me diagonally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you add +1 to that attack, by the way?
A 17.
Well, it wouldn't have mattered, dude. I rolled a natty 4.
Oh, oops. So you didn't strike. Yikes.
Yeah. So you just real quick flash one hand, slash the other hand, and then go to make your like falling, like dodging strike, and just kind of like swung wide a little bit. Didn't get the third one off, but polar bear looks pretty rough.
Alright, I am going to step within range, and then from 10, 20, 25, 30 feet away, I'm going to cast telekinetic projectile. This is a spell attack roll, and that's a natural 20, so that's a critical hit.
Dang.
Which is kind of cool. So, double damage.
Yeah.
It's double damage to die as well, so it's 2d6 damage. So 5 plus spellcasting ability modifier, 25 damage. And I think if I'm not wrong, crits for double damage for spells are actually double damage, right? Because you're not
I don't know.
doubling
That's what I'm trying to figure out with the.
powerful die. Or you're doing more than doubling your powerful die. But for now, we can just say it's illegal damage. It's still pretty good. Otherwise, it would be 50, which is kind of cracked. Cracked. It might just be 2d6.
I think
Tell you what it does, but in Pathfinder
Says
you
you
do
do
double
double
everything.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
So-
as D&D we only
but
double
we-
the dice. So
Yeah.
So when I
Karzjo, take
use-
another 13 damage.
Well,
Take it back. Nope, I'm in the
Hold
rule
on,
book right now. You do
because
take
when
it.
I was playing Marcus,
So
when we were
did
doing
he-
it was just
okay.
double the dice on
Yeah,
the
that's what we always have
telekinetic
done.
projectile.
I feel like
there should be more. You think?
Yeah, criticals are just. That's what I have is double the dice.
Yeah, that's what I've always said.
Oh, you got.
Daniel, you can look it up. It tells
Is that
you
what
when
you've
you get
done,
on
or
a...
is that what you've read? Like,
That's just what we've always done.
Oh,
I don't think we've
'Cause
ever.
that's-
No,
yeah,
that's what
fine.
I've read. Archive of Nethys, telekinetic projectile, because I used it a lot for Marcus.
Yeah.
It's just double damage, based on dice.
Okay,
Let me
I
see.
feel like
That's
it
fine.
should double everything.
you would think, but I don't.
Critical success, you deal double damage, so you should just deal everything.
Yeah.
You should double it all.
Okay.
Your loose.
I have never done that though.
But now we can.
Now we can, yeah. Because if you look at the
Oh,
rule,
I can't
Oh,
wait
boy,
to
oh,
get back
geez,
to Marcus.
doubling or halving damage, core rulebook page 451,
Whew.
is a critical hit when you succeed on a basic spell. Roll the damage normally, adding all the modifiers, bonuses, and penalties. Then you double or half the amount as appropriate.
Oh.
The GM allow you to roll the dice twice, and then double the modifiers, bonuses, and penalties instead of doubling the entire result. But this
Okay.
usually works best for single target attacks or spells of low levels.
Okay. So 4 was my second roll, so then he takes 50 damage.
Yeah, and with that,
Cool.
How do you
I'm
wanna do
alright
this?
with that.
Nice.
Well, I levitate a barrel that is directly in front of me, and I kind of play on it about a barrel that flew in the air majestically, and launch it with furious force towards the polar bear, dislocating his neck, and
Just
just
killing
high
instantly.
high impact, snapping it, and just dropping him.
Yeah. See Gixrat start playing this tune about a flying barrel that doesn't make a ton of sense to
So
anyone. And then all of a
majestic.
sudden this barrel just finishes the bear off. And the bear collapses to the ground. And you're all standing there. Aden kind of slides off the roof into the snowbank.
Coming through.
And you now have a
4-point
polar bear.
landing. All right.
I'm definitely going to skin the polar bear.
Intriguing.
You hear me like kind of muttering, like a kind of like a chant, like a little honorarium, like passing it to the next life thing over the bear. And it's in Yodam, so you don't really understand it. But if you could understand it, you would get the sense that I'm apologizing that it had to be the monkey that killed him. And I hope that he still finds honors, you know, with his ancestors and things like that. But chances are he won't because, you know, it's like a mourning. I'm mourning for him.
That was the most disgraceful thing that could happen to a polar bear, you know?
Yeah, it really
Killed
is.
by a
Like I'm
monkey.
just.
Yeah.
So what should I roll to skin this bear?
Can I get nature check
Like that
from two
sometimes,
people?
you know?
So Karzjo is working to skin the bear, I guess. Baryakamule, you're the next closest. Do you want to help Karzjo skin the bear?
It's a clean kill.
Sure. You see me
Nature-
kind of shed a tear for the bear. I try to hide it so you don't see it. But
What
then
more
get
can
to
I
see
say? It was ethical.
Nature or crafting or survival from both of you.
It was ethical.
Ooh,
Okay, he
it's
died.
If it's
survival.
survival,
feel
yeah,
anything.
that's better.
That is a 33 for survival.
Who attacked first?
What did you get over there, Karzjo?
Who's on foist? What's on second? And I.
25.
25. Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, with that, it's not much work at all, and the two of you easily are able to like carefully skin the polar bear so that you don't lose any of the good parts of the pelt. And
With the 33 on mine, can I harvest some of the meat?
yes, if you want to harvest polar bear meat,
Yes.
you're easily able to harvest some good, like, you know, some good polar bear steaks and some good polar bear rib meat. It's a really greasy meat. I
That's
don't know how much
alright.
that bothers you, but
We're celebrating later. I have a strong constitution, literally.
Yeah.
It's a 5 on my modifier.
so food stuff.
But some of
you're
the lesser
fine.
guys.
Yeah, so you're easily able to harvest some, you know, steaks and rib meat and get a really fine polar bear pelt.
I'm going to take a couple of his claws and teeth as well.
Yep, that is easy enough to do.
Now, friends, if we
I
heard
just want
that
a
there
couple
was more polar bears, or was there just one? Because it's like the job is done now. Eh? Do we know? Friends?
Perhaps someone ought to perform a visual distinction of their environments.
Someone to give us a
Maybe-
percent.
Straight up perception, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry guys, natural one.
Okay.
So tell us.
I'll roll.
You
No,
don't
just
see,
tell us what we see.
You look around and it's just like, you know, like in like Empire Strikes Back when Luke's out in the ridge looking for to see where those meteorites are coming from, and it's just nothing but snow and fog everywhere. It's kind of what you're getting. You're just like
Foggy.
looking around, like I don't see anything, guys, and like nothing out there. It's just snow.
His
far
goggles
as I
are
can see.
backwards.
Yeah, the goggles are backwards. Does someone want to make me a nature check or a, you know, like a track? What lores do you have, Elthoron?
Elven and tanning.
Tanning was
Tanning?
Tanning. Yeah.
But
So
I do have.
getting toned.
Yeah.
I know. It's
Is this about the polar bear we just killed or
Nature
something
check.
else?
well, I was thinking about let's get someone to make a nature check to see if they can recall knowledge of polar bears.
I can't.
All right, so we can do it. Gixrat.
I just did.
Oh, what'd you do? How was your nature check?
It was good. 32.
32. You would know that polar bears.
Own a polar bear.
You own a polar bear. Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, you know understand polar bears. You understand that they're pretty easy to kill, and that's why you hit it with the telekinetic projectile. You know that they tend to avoid trolls for various reasons.
Easy to kill.
And you would
Yeah,
know that
tragically,
typically
I was ethical.
polar bears aren't loners.
Yeah, you would think.
They don't live alone.
I don't know if Nat Geo would agree, but we'll see. I don't know. They might be
At least
solitary
here,
animals.
these bears up in the Icemark area and like
They're
the
pack,
warmlands.
pack animals.
Yeah. According to the bestiary, they are pack animals.
Okay.
They are not pack animals, but they are in fact pack animals.
Alrighty.
So what are you telling?
Special polar bears.
What have
That's
you
what he's
learned?
telling
Yeah,
us.
apparently you have special polar bears.
Alright.
So you're telling us there's a pack of polar bears
I-
hiding out here?
I saunter
Somewhere in the area, you don't know where.
There is more.
Yes, I completely saunter up. What's the word? that I'm looking for? I amble up to.
Like
I
to roll
amble
to
up to
intimidate
everybody.
them.
You
You
can
start
roll to
howling
intimidate.
again.
Yeah.
Just start howling again.
Yeah, no, I say, calm down. I, after all, have a polar bear. Fear not, my friends, for I know the way.
I'm scared.
Don't you know polar bears are pack animals in these parts? In the northern plains, they're very, very notorious for doing such things. I thought it was obvious, yes. There are more that are bound to be around here. As I continue ambling onto the polar bear and then
Phillip, I can't stop eating these while we're
rest
playing.
my hand on his head and they're so
Those are
He's
good.
been munching these the whole time.
What are they?
They're the
They're dark
Chocolate
chocolate blueberries
raisins,
and
yeah, blueberries,
acai
yeah.
berries.
Ooh,
yeah.
that sounds really good.
Phillip
Those
brought a
are
whole
my
bag
best.
and it's making me fat.
We're almost through it by the end of the week.
It's true. What's left, I'm just pounding right now.
All right. So do we
So,
think?
anyways,
Think there's more?
yes, they're bound to be.
Is it our lucky day, or is it our lucky day?
Karzjo's like sitting there bleeding and just like glares like, yeah, lucky day.
Sire, might you be
Just,
in need of some healing?
I'm just waiting for the upset people to come out of the house and start yelling at us for putting holes in their roof.
That
Yeah,
was
so-
our pet bear.
I should probably.
I shall
Karzjo, would
saunter.
you like me to heal you right away? Right now?
I would love some healing.
On that list.
I-
Oh,
Okay. So
I shall.
promenade.
uses,
I,
I'm gonna
Stroll.
do a DC 20
Yeah,
check for
very.
this medicine.
I'm gonna go ahead and offer the residents of that house some polar bear meat to make amends and apologize to them.
I legitimately and unironically offer Karzjo healing.
Okay,
you,
So
you
I-
push through the door, Cody, with your
Jason
like
was doing it too.
blood-covered
I
horns. And
succeed.
Yeah,
Let me
they just
roll
look
for
and
how
I just like
much.
hand them the meat.
You actually go knock on the door, and this house looks empty.
Oh, let's light it on fire and cook the bear
Karzjo?
right here.
Yeah.
That's 16 hit points, and your any wounded condition is removed.
Okay.
Oh,
Parker,
And how about we spend the night here and just look out for more polar bears?
Parker, I want to
Come back
explore
to
the
this
house,
house.
for treasure.
Go ahead and
Do a
explore.
thorough search for treasure.
Go ahead and explore the house of
Yes.
treasure. Yeah.
Treasure! 19 plus 21? What is that even? 40 for treasure!
Yeah, looking around for treasure with a 40. You instinctively are like, you go through, you checking stuff, all the cabinets, and it's like, there's some really nice, like, metal mugs. And you're like, ooh, yeah, those are some decent mugs. You can snag those. And then you're going, and then you're like, you know what? There's always something in the fireplace. And so then you're going through,
Yes.
checking the bricks. And sure, if you're able to find a brick that, like, a little bit, and you can, like, slide it out. And there you find a, you know, like a weird, like, medallion
Ooh!
Ooh.
and a rolled up piece of parchment.
Oh.
Can I read it?
No, you can't because you only speak Jotun.
Yeah, and it is.
That's true.
You roll it out, and
Someone intelligent.
it's in Ulfen, and
Oh no.
it could be like a map or directions or something.
Begrudgingly, I have to look at the person I despise the most at this point. Because he happens to have the magical telescope that would look at the medallion, and he has a spell to translate language.
Sure
I
enough.
can hear me deeply sigh. Like, deeply sigh.
Oddly
it's
enough,
paining me.
It appears
To
I
turn
have some
around and hand to you.
functional use in the situation. So much so that we've.
What happened there? Are we lose stream again?
Yeah.
No, this is
Wow, so much
Discord
so
freaked us
that
out.
we are compelled to absolutely.
Guys, always look for treasure. You
It's
never
a time for a
know.
break.
Always look for
Yeah.
treasure.
You guys want to take a short break real quick and then come back and check treasure afterwards?
Before we
Sounds
do,
good.
can we see what this thing is?
Wanna roll for it?
Okay.
We're gonna just like use
All right,
spell and like, check
Gixrat.
it out.
Oh, just use my spell, like a comprehend language.
Yes. Oh, are you rolling for the to see if the thing's magic?
Oh
or
yeah,
something?
so I rolled a 3.
It is not a pure magic.
Interesting evidence.
See, if he would have asked me to do it, I would have been like, "Oh yeah, it looks like that talisman thing that you got, the medallion,
I cast
causes
detect
extreme
magic.
diarrhea, and that's why they hid it away." You should
It's
you should
not
hand it
magic.
to me and I'll take care of it.
I'm just using multiple sources here, but it appears that I do not
So
detect any tangible item. It seems to be either makeshift or of purely empirical value, rather than
Interesting.
exotic value. Yes, you all must be so interested in my
Yeah,
analysis.
I'm
Yes. However, it could still perhaps be of value. You never know. In the meantime,
Could still be magical with your roll.
well, I'd cast detect magic. Didn't detect anything.
So suppose Squint lined
Said
up with
no,
your magic
yes,
as
it
well.
was in fact multiple sources of evidence that led me to this
Very
conclusion.
successful conclusion.
It is what we
So
call
what does the
logical
Ulfen say?
deduction. Ulfen say, I cast comprehend
Can you read?
language to read the Ulfen text, and I begin to decipher writing, which would be a society check if I'm not wrong. Yes,
roll me a
decipher writing.
roll me a d20 on your detect magic.
Oh, is it a roll?
This one apparently, I don't know. It's alright. So this would be for identify. You're not identifying, so you wouldn't. There's no magic that you'd see.
I'm not.
Actually, you would
identifying.
get.
No, it's detect magic, not.
Yeah, that's what's so.
For
It's not a
examination, you send
magical
out a
item.
pulse
Okay,
that
so
registers the
detect
presence
magic.
of magic. You see no information beyond the presence or absence of magic. You can choose to ignore magic you're fully aware of, such as magic items or ongoing. You
Mhm.
detect illusion magic only if that magic's effect has a lower level than the level of your detect magic spell. But I am heightened to.
So
4.
you would detecting magic.
No, I'm heightened to level 5.
So you would
Ooh.
the item. You would know the item is not magical,
Okay.
but weird aura about it. Like just it's
The
seems
witches.
weird. It's not magic. It's got a weird. It's got giving you a weird vibe.
It's got a spirit.
Hmm.
Something's not right with this.
I don't know what it is.
Got a bad
Are you-
feeling about
Got a
this.
bad feeling about.
Be careful deciphering it,
Yes,
'cause you
I'm
could like
going
get
to
cursed or
use
something.
My society check.
Read it.
Decipher
I
writing.
told you, cause diarrhea.
So it would be
You're not
whatever
casting?
DC.
Yeah.
Or you like to cast?
Actually,
Use skill.
just use a spell
Oh,
and then
okay.
you.
I've
decipher.
I've used a spell, so I can understand it. No, just decipher.
Yeah. So easily enough, it's
or doesn't have to roll.
don't have to roll. It's
Oh.
you get to it and it's like
Good, because it would have been a natural.
and rough. It's anyway. This person's talking about treasure they found. That they have exploring the Moundlands. Yeah, the Moundlands.
Is it what?
The Moundlands, which is an Ulfen burial ground north of the confluence of the White Gold and Valdehoon rivers.
Should be have heard of it.
And that while this area is a dangerous area to grave rob, because according to legends, the dead in the land are alive. Or undead, however that works.
I was gonna say that. doesn't
Dead
make any
are
sense.
not quite.
They're animated, according to. But he had found
Status
in
undead.
to one of the mounds. This explorer had found a way into one of the mounds and had brought back this medallion as proof. And they were planning another future excursion to try to bring more back if they could.
Well, I underplay this significantly.
What are you telling the party?
I am telling the party, if I have to roll deception, like you call it, if I have to, but what I tell the party, what the party knows, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, ladies and gentlemen. This could perhaps be of value, It appears it is an exotic metal, perhaps given as an heirloom, a family heirloom, generationally. But could perhaps come from Valenhall. Any ancestral burial site, perhaps.
Is there any sign of the owners?
Hmm.
Is that building? Are they just gone? What about this other one? Should we check it there?
Well, I mean, we can. It's entirely up to us. It just seems like just a band of explorers, perhaps. Just caught up with
Parker, being that I have zero
Oliver.
trust for Gixrat, what would I have to roll to know he's lying on my perception? I have zero trust. I was
Gonna
already
roll the
planning on
pivot.
him lying to me. Honestly.
Yeah, so I would say
No, you got roll perception.
I would
and
say roll perception.
Deception.
Perception versus deception, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna give him a thorough search, hard look. I'm gonna stare deep into his monkey, lying
point.
soul.
What's it rolls now?
33.
Uh-oh. Looks like I rolled a 39.
Oh.
So 39. This is where I wish we could whisper it. You get the idea that
You can text
yeah.
on our
I
break.
should have texted you what was on it, so that no one. I'll do that from here on out. So from here on out, I will make sure not to tell the party what's going on. That way we can keep
Alright.
things more secretive. However, with
I
that,
already knew he was going to lie.
Yeah,
Isn't
you
that
get the
horrible?
idea
I
that-
knew it.
it's not entirely a lie, but you feel like you get the idea that he's telling the truth about the medallion, but he's trying to hide something. He's got this like his poker face isn't great today, and so you could tell that he's got a good hand, and he's trying to bluff that he doesn't. That's kind of what you're getting, like just a little bit with that perception roll. But he isn't lying about the medallion.
So I'm going to stoop way down like this. Like all the way, just like hunker over his little monkey body. And while staring him in the eyes, I'm going to pull both of them out of his hand and just give him the hard look and back away. Do not trust you.
Snort in his face.
Yeah, a little snort in your face.
Well, that was quite something.
With that, do you want to take a break?
Sounds good.
All right. When do we want to be back?
9, 10, 15.
Let's do a 9:15.
Alright, we'll be back at 19. That's fun.
Sounds good.
Peace.
Cool. It was a chance to grab some bites, and then you can finish your dark chocolate blueberries.
Yes, sir.
Be back.
You need them?
All right. Never mind. You'll find out later.
Alright.
Every day I'm hustling.
We're back on while we wait for Zach to be
We're
back.
back on.
Zachary.
Nice.
And I did close that program and it might be running faster now, so.
Sweet. Maybe it was.
Maybe. That's what it is.
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm playing Pathfinder.
I didn't even get to pull a weapon out in that fight. But that is okay.
You're only fighting a polar bear.
Yes. I was ready for
What
both.
was some interesting panache to have there?
There's only
you
one.
had all the panache.
Falling through the roof. Pretty savage.
The thing when you have panache, your speed goes up. So I get another boost at 11th level.
More
It's just
with
since I
points.
start the fight with panache, such an interesting build.
Mm-hmm.
I could probably totally build it into more of a skirmisher or something.
Mm-hmm. That'd be kind of cool.
There's
So
so
much
Elthoron.
variety.
Is it blurry on your camera too? Like fuzzy?
Theirs is a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
But a lot better than other weeks where they're like
This is
pixelated
true.
blurry. It's just kind of a soft blur.
Soft
And
As a compromise.
to where I didn't even really notice it.
I'm back.
I
Sorry.
think sometimes it's been sharper
All right,
tonight.
we are live now.
It's been pretty sharp a few times
Okay.
tonight. So it's weird that it's all of a sudden fuzzy.
Shall we continue?
So what are we
Alright.
doing
Alright.
next?
So, anyways, yeah. Oh, it's just fellow travelers coming across a mine, probably, perhaps inheritance. You never know with
Can-
these things.
Can we check this other house as well?
Go for
The
it.
people
Can
left.
I get my camera? Because I'm like always right on the very edge of it. If we get that. Yes. Sorry.
Oh,
I'm just like
They'll
sitting.
Hold
I'm,
up like a little smiley face. All right.
Yeah.
I checked this other building.
You
I would also
I'm
like
gonna
to
go
check.
with with Aden.
over there.
I would like to quickly check for shiny coins before.
When you get there, knock on the door, and there's a family that lives there.
Oh,
Hello. Hello. Excuse me.
my. Do you happen to have any gold?
Yes.
We
Who are you collecting for this time?
no. We don't need any gold. We took care of a polar bear right outside your house.
You got one of them.
Are you aware that they are around here?
I mean, this is Icemark.
Right.
I mean, polar bears aren't the worst thing around here. They're meddlesome, and you can't go out at night. But you just, always looking over your shoulder, and you're usually fine.
Right. Have you seen more of them around lately? We're feeling quite
They're
good
just-
that we took care of one of them.
Yeah,
and
one of them. That's more than I could have taken care of for sure. But I mean, polar bears sometimes you see two. I don't think I've ever seen more than two at a time. But there's always, they're polar bears.
All right.
I mean,
Herd
usually
animals.
you see one. Occasionally you see two.
And when you do have polar bears causing problems, knocking on your door at night, do you talk to people about what to do with these polar bears or request help from anyone?
I mean, we usually just ignore them, and you don't put food out. And next time the caribou come back or the fish run, the polar bears just leave. You just gotta be. Sometimes where it's a bigger issue is when they just come back into town, and you're not expecting it, and the polar bears just show up and cause problems, and occasionally kill people. But usually, if you just keep things inside, don't leave out trash, lock the doors, the polar bears, they're gone in a few days, and they just stay away.
We shall keep that in mind. Thank you very much for your time. We shall try to clean up the pieces before we leave.
I mean,
Ooh.
if you don't want the rest of that bear, we'll take it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Friends, if we are done here, let's bring it over for them.
Oh, thank you. That would be most
I want
helpful.
to I want to do some hand motions to her, Parker, and kind of like point to the empty house, kind of communicate like, does she know who lives there?
Oh, that one. I mean, I was this crazy fellow who was always obsessing with hunting treasure. And
Oh,
he would
Was he?
just.
This is where I turn and glare at Gixrat. The
He was,
liar.
I mean, the guy never found anything. He was just a sailor who'd come back with all these shanties and lore and tales of, lost treasure and lost this, and
Couldn't be this
he would
man.
just suddenly be like,
Couldn't be.
he'd just one day pack all his stuff up, hop on a boat, and be like, I'm gonna come back rich, and then he'd come back, tired and poor and no worse for wear, and then, or worse for the wear actually, and then
Couldn't be
never
this man.
found anything, and then
No.
just one day never
No way.
came back.
Interesting. I mean, odd that, he wouldn't
I don't
ever
remember there being
return,
holes in his roof
whereas
though.
At this point,
Oh, there's about to be more than holes in his roof.
it seems entirely
I mean,
feasible.
the house has been vacant for probably 2-3 years now.
Wow.
Did you see him leave on his last journey?
I mean,
So
we just saw him.
That is.
So he wasn't eaten by a polar bear outside his house or anything?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, he
making
packed
sure.
up his stuff in his sailor bag and was off again on another. I'm gonna sail the world and come back with a bag full of gold, and then of course he didn't. Or maybe he got the gold and he just went someplace warm and retired there, because if you got the gold, you probably don't want to retire.
Nothing
here.
else to do. Yeah.
Yeah, why would you be here in Icemark with the polar bears in the snow?
I'm gonna show her the medallion, Parker. Pull it out of my satchel and just hold it up.
Oh,
See if she recognizes it.
she's gonna look at it and be like, "That's an old medallion. Those, yeah, the marks.
Heirloom, family heirloom.
The marks
probably.
are Ulfen, but it's
Yeah.
it's the insignias are ancient." Like before the Lenorm kings were established, ancient. Like it's old. It's old gold.
Wow.
But
Neat. Had a far-spanning.
where did you dig this up? That's
family
quite
line.
the find.
That's some guy over there.
I'm just gonna, trying to communicate that I don't speak and give her some berries and say thank you.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. Hands the medallion back to you.
And,
I want to roll an athletics check to put Gixrat up against the wall by holding him by his throat.
before we leave, one question.
By the way, before this happens, Karzjo, I heal you for 59 health.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what spell are you using now? What spell do you have now?
Soothe what? Or soothe?
Soothe. We finally have a healer in the party.
Yeah.
How many?
No, I've had this for ever now.
Elthoron
Oh, so
too
you're-
can heal.
So I just do 1d4 plus 4 times 5.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So that was cool.
Yeah.
And my
Do I
friend
need to
Dave.
roll to throw Gixrat against the wall? Or?
I try to react to dex save out of it and
Yeah.
dodge
So
and run
you're
away.
gonna have to make a contested roll.
Against dex saving
Okay.
throw maybe.
Yeah, dex saving throw versus athletics or acrobatics. Athletics.
It's athletics for me.
Yeah. So
Oh,
athletics
Alright.
versus dex saving throw.
natural
What'd
20.
you get,
Oh
Dan?
my gosh.
Natural
Oh.
20? No, you didn't.
What did you get?
Oh, I rolled a 2! No! It says 23. 23 athletics, because I still have a 21 athletics boost.
I think you
Well,
got
that is what's the modifier though?
21 plus 21 for athletics because he's level 10 now.
Is
21 is my modifier for athletics.
Oh, I'm plus 20 though, or I'm 20 then.
And what'd you roll for your? What'd you roll?
5, so 25.
25.
Oh,
Yeah.
just
So
barely. My
you're
rolls
able
are
to
so
just
bad.
You
lightning
would normally
quick,
add your
grab
modifier.
on the Gixrat, no problem. And then when you go to pin him against the wall, Gixrat just like chirps out of it really quick and gets like a step or two out of
Scuttle.
your range really fast.
Scuttle, scuttle, scuttle.
But it was just
I say the only-
It
I
wasn't
say
the
the
most.
only
never
word
said-
I know in basic. The only word I know how to say in basic, I'm like, monkey, like that.
It wasn't the most dexterous attempt on either of your parts, though. It was like kind of this awkward, like, we're
We're playing.
I said, hey,
Play.
I never claimed to know how far back the heirloom might have, stood. So.
All right.
I'm assuming the door is still open. And,
Yeah.
please ignore them. We shall move along shortly.
Just saying.
One last question.
Yes.
You know, if we are around here on some travels and helping some people out, would you by happen to know the name of your neighbor or possibly his appearance, some special identifying features or items if we find him?
I mean, we never really talked to him much. He would just tell us when he was leaving. I don't really have a name for him.
All right. Well, we thank you for your time. I hope you enjoy the polar bear, and we shall be on our way now.
Thank you for the polar bear.
Okay, friends, move along.
Is there any
Close to
trees
do we-
nearby?
Yeah, don't we need to be searching because they travel in packs?
I mean,
Well, they're gonna come tonight.
They just said they only see like one or two at a time.
Okay.
there's no trees
So
around.
we're
It's
gonna
pretty
stay.
open.
We're gonna stay in the empty house, right?
What?
And wait for more polar bears. Or are we going back?
So everything that we have gathered, it seems the neighbors only see one or two at a time. In this season, they could come by, but we killed one and no more have shown up. So maybe more polar bears come around today, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week. I do not know for sure. Some of you want to wait out. I think we have time to attend to business in the town with Nankou, I believe.
Yeah, let's go see Nankou. There will always be polar bear here to
Karzjo
us.
is just satisfied to have earned a bounty.
Another day well spent for Karzjo.
So you are easily able to make your way back across town to where the large, long, flat wooden longhouse is.
Oh my.
As you approach, you know, it's kind of a unique building. It's really long, really low. It's all wood, wooden roof, wooden walls. And it seems to be like the top of the walls isn't that high above ground, but it's kind of dug down into the ground, so it's kind of set in to protect it from, you know, wind chill, to keep it warm at night, stuff like that. And there is, you know, smoke coming from the fireplace, and like there's smoke coming out of the chimney in the top. And as you approach, there is a older man sitting out by the door, and he's wearing warm leathers and furs. His skin is a really tan, like spent a lifetime out in the weather. Long white hair, and is just sitting out there by the door. What are you doing?
Would like to go up and say, good afternoon, my friend, and well met to you. Well met to you as well. We are here on the business of some friends. We were told to make connections with Nankou.
Nankou?
Told that he is here.
He is?
Do you know of him?
Yes. He is a legendary warrior
Ah,
and the king of
He's
these
super
lands.
radical, bro.
Yeah.
Would you know? Would we have time with him?
Yes. He
And
would-
before I make a mistake on my part, your name, good sir.
My name is Sulak.
Sulak. Well, I am Aden Vasquez, and this is my group that has traveled with me from down in the Thanelands.
Aden, nice to meet you. We don't have too many travelers come and stay here. Usually they just are passing through.
Well, it might be that we are passing through as well, but you know, we enjoy making acquaintances and doing what we may to help and do things for the people of the area. So,
Very well.
if you can think of things, we are glad to help. And now it's a Nankou. Is he available?
He would be inside. Yes,
All
just
right.
you can go inside and find him there.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yep.
We go
Much
to the door.
Peace with you.
Sulak.
So you walk in, and it's kind of a low. It's surprisingly tall compared to the outside as you walk in because it's dug into the ground. And when you get in, it's warm, it's dry. Everything's lit by firelight, so it's kind of got a reddish look to it, even though it's like, you know, midday. And So as you walk in to this great hall, there's kind of a sitting area around the open fire pit area, and there are a couple of people sitting around the fire, talking in a language that you do not understand, but it is not Ulfen.
Well, I can't comprehend language.
I stride right up there and take off my hat and say, "Good afternoon, friends. We were told that we could meet Nankou here, the great warrior."
One of them stands up, and he is wearing an eye patch over... I don't know which eye he wears an eye patch on, but he's wearing an eye patch.
Both eyes.
Yeah, both eyes. No. It is on his left eye. It looks kind of like this. I don't know if you can't see it from that far away, but yeah.
Is he wearing armor?
It's all leather. Like, it's like leather, like heavy leather, like outfit, and he's just like, "I am Nankou. What brings you here to Icemark?"
Good afternoon. My name is Aden Vasquez, and this is my party that is traveling with me. Bring news and business that we are told to attend to you from the south. And I look around and say, "Is this a safe group to be sharing information in?"
Yes, this is here I can actually introduce you. These are the people here are all either scouts from the wolf tribe that is here passing through, or they are leaders of the elders of the wolf tribe moving through. How much do you know about our people and our culture?
Well, I must admit, very little. I've been only a short time in these areas, but we are picking up on some things.
Very good. So unlike the Ulfen, who build their cities and their strongholds and stay forever, our people are nomadic. We follow the caribou. We've moved with the seasons, and so we are a people of tribes who move from. We have built towns, small towns that are spread out along the hunting grounds and such, and tribes rotate in an orderly rotation through these areas. And the wolf tribe is currently here, but their next rotation would be taking them southwest of here, and rotations would continue. For me, I've always been a loner and a ranger, and just traveled around throughout Icemark. After I have no tribe. My tribe has been lost, and so I go where the people need me. And I'm currently here, working to resolve some issues that we have been having. And I assume, if you are bringing word from the south, you are probably the party sent here by Tyra.
You would be assuming correctly.
Very well.
We're coming on business of Queen Tyra. We have arrived here as soon as we can, and I'm glad to help out in any way that we can for you, as well as learn about your people in the region and other ways that us, as adventurers and ones seeking for opportunity, may find that opportunity in this area. Whatever you need, we are at your service.
It's interesting you don't come on official ships from the Thanelands or wearing official garb. Is everything well with Tyra there?
Things seem to be going quite well for us. We are hired, we're getting paid. We came out here, as soon as we can, and I assumed it didn't have time to bear all the official hoopla and everything necessary. But be assured, it is official business.
Very well. Then sit down. We're actually just...
I would like to add this conversation that when Aden asked if this circle was safe, I looked at Gixrat and shook my head no, but none of you noticed that.
I was not looking, but
yeah.
We are at your service.
Oh, shut up, please.
Anyway, so yeah, he invites you to sit down, and they're talking over. You're understanding the Varki, so they're talking over scouting reports coming back, and Nankou starts translating stuff for you, and basically explaining you the gist of it. Basically, a tribe, the tribe that last left here less than a month ago, they left and they started reporting they had hunting parties go missing, which doesn't usually happen. I mean, occasionally, the lands are dangerous. There are Lenorms that roam these areas, and like, for example, my tribe was completely wiped out by a Lenorm when I was a young child, and that is why I no longer have a tribe.
What
but
was the name of his tribe?
I don't think they gave it a name in the book. The tribe that shall not be named. I don't know. Maybe if you can work with them enough, you'll learn it.
Snack de la norm.
But hunting parties are missing. They sent word back that people were disappearing. It was kind of abnormal amounts of people. And when the scouts had come back, reported that information to Nankou, and then gone back to join their tribe, the whole tribe was missing. And people are just gone. Like, 40, 50 people are just gone.
That is, seems rather strange even to me.
It is strange. As soon as we'd received word that people were starting to disappear, I had written a letter to Estrid offering her... Or sorry.
Tyra.
This is Tyra. Yeah. I'd written a letter to Tyra offering her the opportunity to help us as a combination of this seems exceptionally malicious. We don't know what is happening. But it seems more than the usual wild animals or Lenorm, or even pirates. It seems it's different.
What kinds of things? You mentioned Lenorm and pirates. Of this scale, what kinds of things could be taking out whole tribes of people?
Rip.
The streaming software would take out whole tribes of people.
Oops.
That is
The camera's
interesting
clear.
thing.
We can see you now.
You can't see. You're not showing up yet, though.
Oh, just give me a second. Hold on.
You guys are
Frozen.
frozen.
It's all good. Keep talking.
We're chilling.
Yeah. So the there's a lot of strange things here, but
Yeah, there are. 7 by 1.
It would
nothing
be
that could,
of that scale.
not that would make people just disappear. A Lenorm would leave evidence.
Right.
Um,
I'm sure.
and while there was evidence, it's not the decision of a Lenorm. It was people being taken.
Could have been a herd of polar bears. They travel in packs, you know.
Could have been.
You mentioned
Large
evidence. The scouts going
You
back
wouldn't
to
know
these
that.
places. Have they found any signs or items left behind or things that could be of use?
It looks like, from what they've seen, everything has been, just about everything has been left behind. They had reached the next village they were moving to. The village had been ransacked and people are missing. But everything was either left behind or destroyed. And there does not appear to be any sort of... Nothing really else left behind. There's not much evidence.
I wonder if it's related to the medallion.
Yeah, funny thing. Family heirloom, huh?
No connection.
Probably not
It's from a
relevant here.
place of the
Guaranteed.
undead.
Guaranteed not to be.
And this region, where are these things happening? We have heard strange tales of things far to the north, but is this anywhere near those strange places or along the coast?
No, this is on the coast on the southwest.
All right.
You can actually pull up the map.
Oh my.
Dum dum dum. Today, our map is sponsored by Parker's Painting Enterprises.
Yeah, so you are in like a town like here.
How about we flip this for them?
Oh, we could, yeah. That way they can see better.
That's thoughtful
So-
of you.
They would get on a map and start showing you where it's going on, and you're in town like right up in here someplace, and then people are disappearing in this region down here. And they're supposed
What are we doing all the way up here then?
Because this is the port that you come into.
Only big part of the area.
Yeah.
What's he doing all the way up here then if he's trying to save his people? So many questions.
He's a nomad. Just what he do.
Would there be one of these locations close by, still untouched? We could start our investigation.
Looting? You mean looting?
Investigation. What we call it down in the very far south.
You're being harsh.
Yes, there would be. The village is still there. That could be gone through. And then from there we could move on and try to find what is happening.
Yes. It seems very dire. About how long has this been happening?
Started happening maybe a week and a half ago when the first report started coming. We just got word a day or two ago about the entire tribe being missing. And at that point,
Terribly
hope
sorry to hear that.
there
No, you're
were men coming from
I'm just like, oh.
the Thanelands. And so the decision was made to wait and see if Tyra would send help.
Help is here.
Good to know. And it's not even
Good
that.
news for you, fella.
Oh.
It's your lucky day.
We can take care of our own. This is an opportunity to build camaraderie between rulers and established.
Can you now?
In case you haven't noticed, the
We're here to
Ulfen are
spread the peace.
old-fashioned and stuck in their ways, and they don't accept me as the Lenorm King a little more than they do Tyra, just because I'm not Ulfen, and Tyra is not accepted as the Lenorm King because she wields magic. And so this was an opportunity to strengthen relationships
We all write
between
notes down. Oh, really? Tyra
our
the magician.
kingdoms. This is an opportunity to build alliances, which are few and far between. As you understand, the Norm Kings typically live to look for an opportunity to stab another king in the back. There had
Such
been
are the
peace
laws of
between.
power, my friend.
Yeah, there had been a lot of peace between.
We wouldn't know
you
anything
know,
about backstabbers.
Tyra's father, Sign, and and White Esther. But otherwise, Opa Eight Fingers was always looking for an opportunity to steal land, and Igmundir, I think is his name, who runs Broken Bay, is nothing more than a pirate.
Sounds like my kind of Lenorm.
Darn shame.
Yeah, so it's not something where this is an opportunity for us to start a new chapter of the Lenorm Kings and start building an alliance. And we appreciate you coming along to help.
You can be assured that it is in our interest as well to maintain strong alliances and progress between your two countries, and so we shall do whatever possible to help you and anything again that you need from us. To act, to behave, to walk around. You just say it, and we shall help you out.
Yeah. Just a few pieces of advice. Lock your cabins with
Yeah.
traps, doors, anything.
Not necessary.
At this point,
Have people follow the monkey around at all
He
times.
doesn't speak.
one of the
Common.
older, there's one really old Varki individual who's in the circle.
Oh no, he's
and
getting a
asks-
bad vibe.
asks in common, what is it that brings you here? What are your goals that you wish to accomplish here in Icemark?
Uh-oh.
Other things that... Why,
Well,
why
Like to
take
make a
risk for
saving
people?
throw, reflex, move something, and cover Gixrat's mouth super fast.
Gonna have to roll deception here because I want to conceal my intentions.
Oh my gosh.
I would first
Can I
like to
roll
start
to conceal his mouth?
No.
to say this party is very diverse from many different places, and you shall have to hear from
Yeah.
each one of them
Mhm.
what they are interested in.
Very
Yeah.
eclectic.
What?
Nor does one person's opinion reflect the whole opinion of the party. We'll have you know.
For myself, I have come from far to the south where I've run a very successful business, and many great dealings down there have been quite successful. But you know, things get boring after a while, and so I have sought to the north. I've always been an adventurer, a sailor myself, and so I came up here with one friend and met a few others, and So far, it's been mixed. We are had some losses, had some gains, but
High spirits.
sweet amount of adventure and new friendships. Yes.
Mm-hmm. High spirits.
And you, my friend?
Oh, me. You know me. Good old Gixrat, that's me.
Out of the goodness of his heart, come to your aid.
Yes, no, I simply travel the lands. I am an adventurer. I say.
Extortioner.
Interesting.
Sorry.
Kind of looks to the rest of you.
Adventurer / businessman.
Karzjo simply wants fish and bounties. Nothing else matters.
He's yes, very straightforward man. Direct. Elthoron, ranger. My favorite of the bunch. Let I said that.
Because you shot Baryakamule.
I'm just being
Take
coy.
more than one arrow to kill this yak.
Elthoron, Baryakamule, are you saying anything or just sitting quietly or?
Yeah, I'll speak up a little bit. I've been very quiet and off to the side so far, but I'll speak up and say that I've wandered over from the pass up north from the Tianjia continent on the other side of the world, just hunting and exploring along the way.
Just shrug, put some grass in my mouth and chew.
What are you thinking of? If you could think about what you were doing, what are you thinking about your goals here?
If you could
Are
look
you
in my
thinking-
eyes right now and perceive something, you would see tremendous loss.
Oh, a backstory. It starts to unravel.
Well, my friend, we have a few quiet ones in the party. They are all,
Well-meaning.
in some ways, hired muscle. For a job, for a price, for a little bit of excitement, they wander the ground, and we have come together to, do some things together and help some people out. And I flash at my winning smile.
There's a couple golden teeth in there.
There's like 4,
4 gold, 2 or 3 platinum.
Whatever we can do to help.
Random colored teeth. There's one that's silver, one that's
A
gold.
couple yellow
I gotta
ones
write that
just
in.
from not brushing enough.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah. And he's just like,
You-
if it is adventure that you seek, you will find adventure wherever you go. It is fish and bounties you seek. Fish there are plenty. And bounties,
Abound.
there's not much of bounties here, but there's always quarry to be tracked and something more to be hunted. You, wanderer, someday you will find what you are looking for, and you will find peace. And for you...
Who does he says that to me?
No, I was talking to Elthoron, who's wandered the whole world at this point,
Oh, that's
on
right.
foot.
Kind of be.
And he just
Do
looks at you.
elves-
Baryak.
Do elves grow to like a ridiculous age in this game? Like, are they immortal?
And he just
Pretty
gives you a
much.
look and a nod and doesn't say anything. And is like, whatever, or he's just looking like, whatever it is you are looking for, I hope that you find it.
Oh.
You don't get the vibe that he can read minds or anything, but
He's just a nice old guy.
he's just a nice old guy who's
Nice.
maybe he can read minds, you don't know.
Oh,
Much appreciated.
so kind.
Thoughtful old man.
But
As a showing of appreciation for his kind words, I'll hand him one of my precious fish from my personal stores.
As a show of gratitude for his kind words, I will offer him a pet.
a pet?
Pet?
Yep. At this point, I hand him Gixrat.
I refuse.
Excuse me, sorry.
I refuse.
The fish you can have.
I will not be manhandled.
Please take him.
He kind
Baryakamule,
of
settle down.
chuckles a little bit and tells you he is part of your tribe, not part of my tribe.
Yes.
Oh, don't
He is
take
yours
try.
to
We're
take
not
with
that
you.
close.
Oh, just Just wait.
You are. Maybe you think not. But before this is over, you will need each other.
This man has like the max wisdom level.
And with that,
Plus 3.
Nankou
Legendary.
is like, we will need to pack and prepare to depart soon. This will be a bit of a journey. How prepared are you for a long journey in the snow?
I take my flask out and I take a sip.
Well, I'm sure we are prepared as well as we can be. You give us an evening and we shall meet you in the morning.
Very well.
Just enough for...
Do you have any extra cloaks?
Yes.
We have
heavy winter
supplies.
cloaks?
We have all the winter cloaks that we were given by the
Oh,
queen.
that's right.
Ashen Eyes. We got all
Okay,
sorts
take
of stuff. We
it
got potions, everything.
And I do have a bear pelt that once it's tanned can be made into a cloak.
That's true. Yeah, we'll look
And
at that
you have
tonight.
tanning lore. Yeah.
Right.
What are your speeds, everyone?
30.
25.
25s or low.
30.
25.
Sorry, 25, 30.
I'm 25.
30.
So, it is a...
30.
Oh no.
You 20?
No, I'm 25.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is going to be a 2.5 day walk to where you are going.
Alright.
Starting tomorrow morning.
Starting tomorrow morning.
All right.
So you end up with 2 nights out in the wilderness.
Let's hit the sack then.
Alright.
I believe the one thing that, now that I think about it, that we might be missing is accommodations while we are outside. I think we have the clothing and gear individuals need, but do you set up any kind of shelters or fires and those sorts of things for a group?
Yes. And I will be coming with you on this journey. Me and
Fantastic.
we'll have another scout with us. And when you come back here tomorrow morning, we will have
Beautiful.
the camping equipment, the stuff for making shelter, divvied up into bundles so that everyone can carry some. And then we divide the load among us, and then we can easily carry it wherever we go.
I'm sure everyone will carry their fair share.
Nice.
Alright.
Okay,
Well,
so
I am satisfied then.
Are you like
I look forward to starting things
lawful
in the
good
morning.
or something? Like,
I'm chaotic neutral.
I will see you
Should not
at
be
the
this
crack of dawn then.
concerned by my behavior.
At dawn it is. Alright. We can do dawn with friends, correct?
Uh-huh.
I say, we can do dawn.
I think Cody in
Very
real life
good.
is lawful good.
Yeah, in real life.
Not
there's
lawful
nothing.
good.
Neutral good.
So in this house, I'm gonna pull Karzjo outside and take him over to the fire and let's string up that pelt, start
Yep.
tanning it overnight over the
Yeah.
fire.
They will let you. They'll let you set up stuff to start tanning overnight.
I'll give you my bear fur to Elthoron, but I want mine to have the fur on top intact, please.
But we are staying at the tavern? Or did we get rooms?
You had
No.
negotiated so that you could get rooms for half price if.
Yeah,
Gixrat
that's right.
performed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're
We
expecting
gotta
us
get
on
back and
yes.
perform there.
Parker's the ship we came on still here.
I can show
It is.
up.
Yes, it's in the port.
I mean, we could just not show up.
I could
You
just
could pull no show.
get drunk.
If the accommodations are nicer. Nankou, my friend. We were thinking about staying in the tavern in town this evening where everyone else is at. Do you have accommodations here that we could stay?
Nope, sorry.
There are accommodations here if you wish to stay here. It would be sleeping similar to how we will sleep on this journey and with pelts on the floor. However, if you wish to sleep in one of the beds that the tavern has one last night before the journey, the tavern's probably the place to do that.
Yeah, I take a look at the pelts and the rugs on the ground. I'm like, haha, no thank you.
To each their own.
A bougie boy.
Could
I don't sleep on the floor. I sleep in hammocks exclusive to orange trees.
I'm gonna choose to sleep on the floor here and just watch the fire and the as we're tanning. So I'm just gonna spend the night here.
Listen to some of the legendary
apart
stories.
from the group is okay, but I'm okay with sleeping on the ground.
I'm gonna spend the night here with Elthoron as well.
Okay.
Hearing legends.
You're able to do that.
Karzjo? Maybe.
So I need to have my pelt tanned, so I'll stay with Elthoron as well while we work together.
Alright. Well, then it's settled then. I shall go back to the tavern Gixrat and enjoy the evening before we leave, and you can enjoy the company of our fine friends for the evening, if you may be so inclined.
Yep.
We thank you for your information, your hospitality, and your companion.
Excellent. I look forward to working with you.
We
So
leave.
the two of you make your way back to the tavern. It's late evening, getting into the evening hours now. After time talking through with Nankou and fighting a polar bear, and everything else you've done. You roll in a little bit after,
Real briefly, before we get there.
Yep.
I'll walk you along. Gixrat, my friend.
Yes, sir.
You had a look at that paper and coin.
Yes.
Baryakamule found. Anything interesting you wish to share?
Yes.
The opportunities for us.
Tombs. Ancient tombs.
Tombs.
Yes.
Yes. Those are far up north, correct?
Very. Very. I was able to get a location known as the Moundlands.
Alright.
It should not be too far out, but I'm reserving the opportunity for such, as tombs will have their weight for us, and we must simply assess and see if the collateral is worth the risk.
Exactly.
And he puts on sunglasses.
We have no idea the kinds of things there that you face us.
I'm assuming you're just slapping on those night vision goggles you haven't attuned to yet.
Yeah.
As you bump into a wall.
AC/DC.
Yeah, it's dark outside.
Ow. That was
Park,
probably
you
not
said the
best
scrolls
idea.
were that article was in Ulfen, right?
Yes.
So
Well, my
I
friend.
actually went back to the ship
You're going back to the ship?
to my giant friend to
I
talk to
take
him
it.
in
I
Yoden
take
and
the
have him
note.
read the scroll to me.
No, I take the note.
No.
No, you
he
didn't. I
it.
had
You
it.
grabbed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So real quick.
That was my plan the whole time. So I went to my giant friend. He read me the truth.
Real quick. So we're still talking. Well, that appears to be the other direction. We go south at this point. But it would be good to get a feel for
Checkmate.
this area. We have no idea what these tombs are like. But, I am interested. I know you are interested. Yeah.
I'm simply distraught, but yes, for the most part, I would say
Yeah.
I'm just emotionally handling this. Sorry. All right. Yes, for the most part, I think we should keep the chest between you and me.
Excuse me, why are you so distraught?
Mhm.
You think Baryakamule will also hear of this?
Oh, I had a potential realization. See how it plays out, but whether or not we like it, we might have to include the yak.
Do you favor the yak would be interested in a journey
Oh,
of
I'm
this
sure he
undertaking?
would. I'm sure he would. He's one to just. He's a true hustler, a knot tire, a go-getter.
That is true. That is very true.
So I'm sure he's gonna tie his way into this situation.
I just want to be there when you die.
Well, that is quite
When
possibly.
there's a horde of mummies chasing you, he just tosses you as bait.
Friendly toss, sacrificial throw.
Yes, that is probably some time off. And we still need to know more about our party for sure before we go there.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing.
Of course. Anything for
I appreciate your.
the prosperity of the proletariat.
I appreciate your
I mean-
companionship And I appreciate your mutual interest in such opportunities.
Of course.
All right. We walk to the tavern.
Sounds good.
So yeah, as you get to the tavern, it's rowdy, a lot of sailors in. You see Captain Rock and some of the other sailors from the Shadow's Lark are in. And are you gonna go ahead and give your performance?
Yes, sir.
Give us a performance check.
Oh yeah.
How good is it?
It's a natural one.
You gonna hero point it or just get up there and...
I don't have any. Unless I got one from that polar bear counter.
Nope.
I would say you have one from the polar bear encounter.
Oh, don't bail him out now.
I'll give you the one from the polar bear encounter. Well, that means you have 0 hero points the next.
Another natural one. No, I'm just kidding.
That's been so funny.
That is a 49.
49?
Wow.
What?
It's
Oh, sorry, no, 39. 39.
Yeah, 39.
What's your
Yes,
modifier?
Oh, hold up.
You get up there, you start
Critical. Yeah.
Third
start
modifier.
plucking, and you get ready to sing, and all of a sudden you just have a moment where you're like, wait a minute, that's
Shred.
not the right song. That song's gonna be a failure. And so you stop, and you're like, oh, sorry, I'm gonna, and just like adjust, and then you start a different song, and everyone loves it.
I had a premonition.
Yeah. You get your rooms for half
Sing
price.
and it just walks.
I can,
You wouldn't-
I can totally tell. You were playing like Mary Had a Little Lamb. And I was
Yeah.
like, dude, this is wrong time, rhyme place. And then
Yeah.
you switch, and
No.
I'm like, okay.
Okay, alright.
He's getting ready to sing Mary Had a Little Polar Bear, and all of a sudden he was like, oh, no, it's not. This is
Oh, wait, hold
No,
on,
not for
wrong
this
crowd,
crowd.
wrong crowd. Just course correct in there real quick.
Read the room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. As you're over there killing it,
I'm playing Miserloo by Dick Dale.
Baryakamule, you are back on the Shadow's Lark talking to Cole. Who is
Yes.
like, I don't read Ulfen that good. But this is treasure and graves and journey and
We brought
Like-
Captain Rogues into this. We're
No,
gonna
you're
read it.
you're gonna get
for
someone
what it
else?
Says.
yeah. So
We're getting
he's
them
able
all,
to.
Yeah.
He's up at the tavern.
Rocks in the
I'm just-
tavern.
I'm
You're
just
able to
playing.
get
There's gotta
someone
be
else
someone
to.
on that boat that speaks.
You're able to get someone else who can read
Or
through it and
speaks.
explain it through to you. So it's like, but
And
now
did
it's
you
like
see my
going through.
private message I sent you?
Oh, I did not double check it.
That's what I wanted to do on the boat tonight. Thank you.
Nice.
Yes, you can get that done.
So
Takes a little bit of work.
Perfect. Perfect.
so clandestine.
Roll me a perception check.
All right. I'm gonna do a thorough perception. Am I searching for something?
Just a perception check.
Okay.
I don't know. Are you?
That will be a 32.
32. With a 32, as you're sitting there working up with them on the deck, and you look up, and the sun's going down, it's getting dark, and an Ulfen longship kind of glides by, heading upriver. And with that perception, you would recognize this as the ship that had showed up the day before you left Ice Ferry.
With the witch people?
Yeah, and it just kind of glides by under the cover of darkness, running no lights, heading north up of the... I don't know what that river's called now. I need to put the name on the map. The Valdehun?
Valdehun.
It heads north of the Valdehun River.
All right. I put aside my personal hatred for Gixrat at the moment. There's bigger things afoot. I give my metal cups that I found in our last little area, the metal mugs, to my giant friend. Tell him I hope to see him soon again. Thank him for his help.
Yep. Oh, thank you for the cops. They'll well, they're small, but there's a couple of them, so it'll work.
Perfect. I head back to the
He
tavern.
kind of puts them all in a loop on his belt. So now when he walks, it's like cha-chang, 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 like
I
flinging
love
around.
it. I love it. I tell him it looks good on him.
Thank you.
I tell him the sound will scare away Willie Jack, and then I
Willie Jack can't pick me up. He only goes for the little people. You're probably fine.
I'm not worried about Willie Jack. I'm on his side. All right, I'm heading back to the tavern. I bid him good night.
Yep.
When I arrive at the tavern, what do I see?
You roll in, and I mean, I'm assuming after a performance like that, there's been multiple rounds of drinks bought for you.
Shredding.
You're probably pretty sloshed.
Oh yes, sir.
Loving it.
Gixrat is sloshed.
I mean, he's been like putting on the performance of his life in a place where they don't know he struggles with his performances sometimes.
Absolutely shredding.
And these sailors have, they've been drinking, so they're loving it, and they bought him a number of drinks. And it's kind of a rowdy.
It's an absolute racket, mate.
All right. Well, I guess I come to Aden.
Okay.
I'm at a table, kind of off to the side, just slightly buzzed, enjoying the music,
I don't
It's a
actually say
racket.
anything to you. You just
Calm
smell
down, yeah.
grass and wet fur nearby. You just kind of know I'm here. Staring at you.
I'm happy. Civilization, last night before the cold and adventure, feeling great.
All right. I'm going to go to the counter and get a glass of cold water and return back to the table. And douse Captain Aden with it.
Oh my goodness, friend, what is the meaning of these?
I would also like to roll an athletic check to 38 to chuck the glass at Gixrat.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
And he's sloshed, by the way, so you have a penalty.
Natural 20, natural 20, natural 20. Oh! It's a natural 10.
No hero
Yeah.
point to save
You
you
just-
now.
You're up there playing away, probably on your way down, and then you just get nailed by
Absolutely.
and just like, fortunately it's not a huge mug that's gonna like knock you out or anything, but definitely this glass hits you and like shatters all over the ground.
My friend, that was uncalled for. What's of these?
Oh, I needed that. It's been a long day. Full of lies and deceit. You're lucky it wasn't my axe. Alright. I'm going to start to tell you, weave my story. Look into my eyes. The boat. With the witch people. Alright.
Do I
Crafty
understand?
He's
Sailing
acting it
through
out.
the dark.
Trying
Big
to
stuff.
Make a performance check. It's gonna be low. Make a
No.
performance check to see if you can pull this off.
Thank you for making it low, because my performance is... Oh, I do have some charisma.
That
Plus
cold
three.
water
Let's go, baby.
canceled out my disadvantage from drinking.
Oh no, it's only a 9!
12.
So you rolled a 9 or you rolled a 12? Or
That's a 9 total.
9 total.
Oh!
So you roll 9 total, and you're like, woof, what? Charades is...
Not
You're
my thing.
good
the
at
boat.
charades. Aiden, you're good at charades, and you enjoy this, but you're like,
You had fun on the boat yesterday.
really
I am
bad at
glad to hear.
charades.
Oh no.
You like sailing?
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go scrape the monkey off the floor and bring him back.
Yeah, I've completely
Motion for
gotten
him to cast the
leveled-
communication
leveled
spell.
onto the ground.
I sit back down. Ah.
So he scoops you up, brings you back to the table.
Ah, what?
Kind of shake you out.
Nicely done.
Oh,
Oh
no.
man, that ended with a banger.
Ah, it was. I've
That
not
was
done
crazy.
that
I don't
in
even remember what
many
happened.
days.
All right, dude.
Weeks.
Cast your magic.
Oh,
Communicate.
you to say something? Oaf?
He was trying to say something.
Oh.
I think he liked sailing.
lassie?
What's that, Larry?
Timmy's stuck in the
Timmy
well.
stuck in the well?
Timmy!
Yeah, I cast comprehend language.
Alright.
And I say in giant, what do you want, you big oaf?
Huh? What do you say?
I asked that to them.
I can't hear. Because it's Jotun.
You can't hear because it's Jotun. I politely pretend like I don't want to kill you because I do. Liar. That's the first thing I say back
sure
to you
you
in
do.
Jotun. It's just liar. That's it. And then I go on to tell you, say, nevertheless, and I tell you about the ship with the witch people gliding through in the dark, going up the river. They're up to something. Your friends, your witch friends, you crook.
Lots of people at dinner at one time and telling each other your witch friends.
Crook.
You crook.
How quick that escalated. It was
crook.
like, Gixrat decides to talk to them, so now it's his witch friends from dinner, and then he's a crook. I'm like, alright.
Well,
He's always a crook. He's just,
He
he's
is.
got witch friends.
Well, what we got? It's cool stories.
sure enough, some notorious figures have just shown up in the area.
Notorious figures.
Yes. Notorious figures that might perhaps have some kind of a lead or connection with
Do you think they might eat into our
Broken Bay. Oh,
Yes.
I was flat out lied to the last time I approached these individuals, and it was quite easy to tell, but yes, they're out for some booty. They are potential adversaries.
Or beasties, madness.
Or adversaries.
Oh, no.
Keep it open in mind, my friends.
Okay, alright.
I douse Aden with cold water.
Baryakamule. Come on.
Just take somebody else's drink and just...
I had a
Was
bath
it?
2 weeks ago. You not need to give me another one so soon.
2 weeks ago.
I'm fine. All right.
Does he understand my common?
You understand common, you just can't speak it, right?
Correct.
You understand common.
Alright, that's what I think. Does he buy it? Does Baryakamule accept that translation?
The translation, that,
Okay, you just gave.
the adversaries, yeah.
Can I just go like this?
We're going
I'm
to have
giving
to
you the chance to choose where
We're
this
going to
glass
have
ends
to-
up, on
we're-
the table or on your
We're
noggin.
going to have to see where they end up. We're going to need to investigate.
Can you explain
Somehow.
a little more about these figures you speak of?
these magi, you might call them, from...
Magi.
yeah.
Oh, I roll my eyes and sigh loud enough for Aden to interpret.
Oh, what are these people? Where did you see them?
No, they...
Why do we care?
I don't understand why you're scoffing at that. That's not an inaccurate description. But...
I mean, they're wandering wizards, yeah.
Yeah, they're wandering wizards. They're magi
know
of
that?
a kind, yeah.
Female
We don't know
wandering
They
wizard.
dress exotically, they can detect magic, they seem capable, they've got their own ship, they're doing exactly what we're doing.
They
so
lie, they steal.
They
seems
lie,
to be
they-
a practice of
They're exactly
people
my
who
kind
wield
of
magic
my
around
kind of
here.
type.
Which is why I'm concerned.
So, let me get this straight. A well-outfitted ship of powerful people that we have seen before. Where did you see them?
Not very many, however, I would say. I did get to count their numbers.
Where did you see them
Seemed
before?
rather thin. At Icemark? Not at Icemark.
Iceberg.
Ice Ferry.
Yes.
Interesting.
Which means they are trying to sail under the radar at this moment.
And now we see
It's
them
nighttime.
here, sailing up a river.
They're trying to scuttle their way.
Unfortunately, that is not the direction we are going. But I am very interested, for sure.
It's possible. You never know. Keep an open mind.
Did you meet these people before, or get a
Yes, they're a
They
bunch
feel-
of filthy liars.
filthy liars?
Yes.
I don't remember what they lied to you
I was
about.
going to ask what you learned from them, but if they
Oh,
were
I just-
liars, you
I
probably
asked them
learned
what they
nothing.
were up to, and they
Wouldn't
gave
play with
me
their
a,
lied to, yeah.
a BS answer that I didn't buy.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well,
Alright.
Baryakamule, I do not appreciate the math, but I appreciate the information.
And I say this all slurred because I'm
And we appreciate you too, Gixrat, for translating.
I'm gonna go back to playing.
We appreciate you and your lies. I nod to Aden, I snort in Gixrat's direction and walk out.
Where we're gonna end our episode tonight. It is 10:15.
Hold on. Oh, yes! That is 34 to throw the cup at Gixrat as I walk out the door.
Well, how many cups do you
Just
have?
make another deck save. He
I
had
had
still
2.
holding that one that you can splash it from the table.
Natural 1.
Yeah.
This one knocks right out.
Right on the table.
And he just goes down and
I'm just like,
has dreams of that epic performance that ended with a banger.
Like when I dive bombed into the mosh pit.
Yeah.
And then
And
I
he's
woke
just
up
like-
the next day.
Yeah. And with that,
Out for the.
thank you so much for watching. Thank you all for playing.
we don't
It
even
was
make it to the
great-
room. We just fall asleep at the table.
You're stuck at the table.
I
was,
am
uh,
at least.
great
I'm out.
All right.
It was a great game. We are starting to move into some exciting stuff and looking forward to having you all along with us.
Same time next week.
Yep.
Peace.